yearning and a burning from within. So we've already talked about that. That's the response to what says on page 13. If that is the spiritual sense that we've covered so far, the internal spiritual sense, the oughtness of the call, then it says, what are the biblical tests of the call? And one we said, do I meet the qualifications of a preacher as set forth in the Word of God? And we said that Paul was not only called to preach, but he was also called to suffer. Remember?
Yeah.
And suffering is a ministry, and it's a ministry that's designed to shackle you, but also to save you. And to the degree that God has called you to do what it is He's called you to do, is to that very same degree that He shackled you down to suffer. And this is a part of religion, this is a part of Christendom that we tend to not want to face, and that is the ministry of suffering. As a matter of fact, whenever I'm talking to young ladies about finding a young man, one of the things I tell them is that man, and this is, and some you men would understand this, if a man has not been dearly hurt by somebody that he truly loved, then he'll never know how to love at his best. If a man has not been truly hurt by somebody he dearly loves, chances are, referring to a woman, he would not know how to love that woman, because pain has a way of growing a man up, and pain has a way of settling a man down. And you can tell if a man has not experienced some of the vicissitudes of life. Most of them have bad attitudes, impatient, think of them more than everybody else, can't tell them anything, think they know it all. Whenever a man has not experienced some of those things in life, chances are he's not ready for a good, long, strong relationship yet. Because suffering has a way of settling him down, and when we feel the pain of a genuine heartbreak, when we feel the pain of a genuine heartbreak, it is then that we know how it feels to be heartbroken, and we tend not to want to break anybody else's heart. And that's true as far as the male gender, as far as the Christian life is concerned. You will never ever actually be used very much by God unless you have some major thorn in your flesh. Never. Yes, ma'am.
Couldn't that be very well for one or two?
With a thorn, yes. Yes, the thorn, yes. Yes, when I was referring to the maturing of a man, that tends to women generally mature faster than men. That's why generally when a woman gets a man, he has to be older so that he can be at the same level of maturity that she is. If she's 20, she generally has to find a man who's 24 or 25 to be at the same level. And so I'm 30. And so suffering matures a man a little faster. Those of you that are single, when you're looking for a man, make sure he's gone through something. Well, I will tell you this. It's better to find a man who's worth $1 million and doesn't have a cent than to find a man who has $1 million and ain't worth a cent. Okay, so number 2, have the witness of the Spirit in my heart that God has called me. That is, when God calls you or commissions you to do something, there is an inner witness an inner desire, an inner awareness, to the point where nobody can talk you out of it. If somebody can talk you out of it, chances are it's not from God, because anything man talks you into, somebody else can talk you out of. But when God calls you, it's an internal call with an external confirmation. And we'll talk about that as we continue here in one of these qualifications. An internal call with an external qualification. So, have I the witness of the Spirit in my heart? Number 3, has the gift of the preacher become evident in my life and service? And we can put preacher, teacher, whatever. Is that gift evident in your life? Do other people see it in your life? And it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 7 declares that the manifestation of the Spirit is given to each one to profit all. And that says a couple of things. One, it says all of God's children are gifted children. All of God's children are gifted children. That is, every child of God has a spiritual gift. Now, you know what the definition of a spiritual gift is, don't you? Yes? Okay. Somebody tell me.
One given from God to glorify Him.
Yeah, that's the source. It's from God. But what's the strength of it? That's the source of it. It's from God. What's the strength of it?
It's when you use that gift just to when you use that gift just to glorify God and not for your own self.
That's the success of it. He gave the source of it. You're giving the success of it. I need the strength of it.
What's the question again?
What is the definition of a spiritual gift? You gave me the source. It's from God. He gave me the success. It's to glorify God. What's the strength?
When you grow.
That is true. What effect, I guess I should ask, maybe I asked it wrong. What effect does the gift have on people?
Change.
That's true. What is it?
Influence.
Influence and impact. That's the strength of it. Transformation. That's the strength of it. It has the ability to have an effect on you or the people that's listening to you like nothing else. Nothing else. I could, Michael Jackson can stand up here and read Billie Jean. That will influence you externally, but it won't necessarily impact you internally. You understand? So the spiritual gift, the strength of it, it has the ability to mature you, to transform you, to influence you to the point to where it changes you and causes you to be able to do things in your life and accomplish things in your life that nothing else can. Understand? So the source of it is from God. The success of it is to glorify God. And the strength of it has impact, influence, and change in the lives of people in whom you're ministering. You see? And that has to be evident in what you do. If what you're doing impacts, influences, and does nothing to anybody, chances are you're in the wrong business. Get my point? Now, somebody ought to be able to say, you know, your gift affected me. Your gift changed me. Your gift helped me. Your gift made a difference in my life. Somebody. If that has never happened, chances are you're probably in the wrong gift. And natural ability doesn't always guarantee supernatural calling. I mean, if you can do it naturally, like Michael Jackson is a singer. He can get up there and do the moonwalk. I still can't do the moonwalk. I tried it.